So, hello, and thank you for coming. We are
Thibault
and Dora, and we are web developers and Odoo e-commerce consultants, and we work for Agression. So today we are going to talk about Shopinvader, the e-commerce API that was conceived especially for Odoo. And we would like to walk you through some key points of this API by simulating a business case, a business example of an e-commerce, and by showing you some real-life examples that we did. So, let's imagine that we are creating an online store, that we have a business and we want to launch it online. This is our use case. We would like to sell fully customizable goodies and accessories. We have about 4,000 SKUs. We have t-shirts, caps, bike helmets, notebooks, mugs, and we also have variants, sizes and colors. We would like to have an online shop, but we would also like in the future to develop a physical store to sell through major marketplaces or other. So our goal is to first start by developing a web shop or a business online. So as Thibault and I, we are really open source enthusiasts. We would like to sell something that is meaningful, sell products that matter for the future, for the society, etc. We decided that we will sell beautiful OCA products and t-shirts. So here is our store, more or less our products. And what's the e-commerce solution that we should choose? Usually when you start a business, you go on the internet and you search for the best solution that you can find. And this is probably one of the e-commerce solution that you would find. The WooCommerce, it's the main actor, as we can see here. But there is also Shopify that you know, Squarespace, that is more popular maybe in the US, and other open source solutions as Magento, PrestaShop, BigCommerce that maybe you already heard about. So all these e-commerce platforms have some advantages. First of all, they are really popular. So you have a lot of documentation, you have a lot of tutorials, a lot of testimonials online. It's really easy to get to know the product, to get to know the platform, and to go with the flow and by saying, okay, let's choose something that everybody knows and everybody chooses. Then about design, when you're choosing a template, with WooCommerce or with Shopify, you will for sure find one template that suits your needs, because they have thousands and thousands of different templates, and there are so many different websites already out there that you can compare with. And also, if you are searching for a developer or if you are searching for a web agency that can help you, you are going to find easily somebody out there in your town maybe, or just next to you, because there are many developers and companies using and developing in this kind of solutions. And then if you look into the future, you can say, okay, if ever I need something else, something more, I can always get an app, I can always get a plugin and add it to my e-commerce platform, Shopify or WooCommerce or whichever other, or PrestaShop. So we start selling these great OCA gadgets, and of course the selling is going really good. And with time, our e-commerce platform becomes really the main software that we use. We use it for prices, for products, for stocks, for customers. This is our management system. But with time, our company grows. So
what's next? The company become bigger and bigger. We sell a lot of stuff online, and we have to change some part of the system to support the growth. So the situation, we have a lot of plugins on our e-commerce platform to manage stocks, for example. We use external tools to manage expedition, to do the accounting of our company. We use also like a lot of companies Excel to manage purchases, and we have online tools to manage customer relationship and the marketing. The problem here is we have a lot of different tools in the stack, and these different elements can't communicate together. So we have to change this architecture. So we need an advanced accounting system to support the growth, especially built for our localization. We want to manage stocks in different warehouses because we have two warehouses now, so we have to find a solution to manage a product location in different warehouses and the move of the products between this location. And we want to integrate the production of products to offer new products in our websites. The conclusion is our e-commerce, it's not enough. Our e-commerce platform, it's not enough. It's only an e-commerce, and we need to integrate an ERP in our system. So we need to include an Odoo in the company. But we have a website, we include an Odoo, and we have to find a way to connect or to communicate between both platforms. With this situation, we have several disadvantages. For example, a functional overlap. Odoo can manage sales, stocks, catalogs for category and products. And it's the same thing in WooCommerce, in our e-commerce platform, but in different way. So some workflow are reproduced in both sides. For example, when I add a product to a cart in WooCommerce, we need to do the same thing on Odoo, and if we have a specific workflow when we add this product, for example, we have a gift, we have to manage this specification in both sides. So it's a little bit complex, and both systems do nearly the same thing, managing stocks, sales, customer. We have to integrate both platforms with different API, and it's not really done for this. WooCommerce has a specific data model. It's the same thing on Odoo, so we have to find a way to connect both easily, and it's a little bit complex. It's the same thing for data synchronization. For example, when we want to display the stocks on product page, the stocks are available, the stock information are available on Odoo, and it's up to date on Odoo. But we have to keep synchronized on the website to display if the product is available or not in the product page. And it's a little bit complex due to this frequency of synchronization, for example. It's the same thing when I add a product to Odoo, I have to retrieve this product to my web shop if I want to sell it on the web shop. And we have to maintain the Odoo and the e-commerce in the same time. It's more works in this case, so it's a double maintenance issue. And finally, we have a data silo effect. For example, we can create some data for specific action, for marketing action in the WooCommerce, and this data will be blocked, will be exclusive to the WooCommerce. So we have to create bridge between both sides, and add complexity to our system. When we have to remove a customer, for example, if a customer asks to remove all data, all personal data, we have to do this on both sides, so it's more complex. Our conclusion here is we want to keep Odoo as the master of data because it's the main goal of the project. The idea is to keep Odoo in the center of the structure. And it's really hard because some data are blocked in the website, some data are exclusive to Odoo, so it's really complex to keep it in the center of the business. E-commerce with Odoo.
So we decided that we will drop off our WooCommerce because we want to have an integrated system. We want, we would like to choose a solution in which when you put your product in the basket, there is only one sales order or quotation that is created, and you don't have one sales order in Odoo and not one sales order in your e-commerce platform. So in this integrated solution, we took in consideration two options, Shopinvader or Odoo website module. They are both integrated solution. They are not maybe the only one, but these are the ones that we know that we work with. So the main advantages of an integrated solution that it's seamless. It has seamless integration. So it means that what I just said, when you create a sales order or when you change a stock situation, when you when you change a price, you change the information, you move the data only in one place. So it's a unified data management with stocks, products, prices, purchases, accounting, everything in the same management system. It's customizable with modules, so if you need specific integrations or adding specific functionality, you can add modules for it. Then these both systems let you create a multi-language website, a multi-currency website, even a multi-tenancy website, which means having multiple websites in the same time on the same Odoo instance. And you can sell what we wanted from the beginning. You can sell on the website and also sell in physical stores and for example, marketplaces. And everything is unified or integrated in Odoo. You can also serve B2B and B2B customers. And of course, this is something that's common to Shopinvader Odoo website module. You have this open source flexibility. You can adapt, evolve, develop, and change stuff. Whereas, for example, some non-open source solutions like Shopify, it's more difficult. So Odoo website or Odoo Shopping or Shopinvader, which one to choose? To explain a bit the difference, we imagine two scenarios, two cases. The first case, it's if your website fits the bill. So let's imagine in our case, we don't need an advanced template. The templates that Odoo proposes are really they fit to our case. We don't need special backend or frontend custom modification, so we are happy with the native features of Odoo website. We don't have in-house developers. We have a marketing team that knows how to use what you see and what you get features or drag and drop features from the CMS. We decided that we'll remove a big part of our catalog. We will focus on a small or medium catalog. And as we are serving a niche market, we don't expect high traffic. In this kind of case, the Odoo website, it's a great tool. Okay, you have to accept some stuff. You have to accept the fact that when you will migrate, you will probably or drop off your old site and create a new one from in a new instance. You have to accept also that if you want to keep your Odoo instance, for example, through 3 or 4 versions, your front end will not be updated, which is a negative point. But well, for some companies, it's not so important. But if you want to have an integrated solution really easily, fast, and working perfectly with your whole system of apps, information, whatever you do with your Odoo website will do the job, and it's a great tool. We tried it, we tested it this year with this kind of cases and in companies or like clients.
So second case, let's imagine we have another business strategy and our business doesn't fit the bills in this case. We need a lot of customization, especially on product and category pages. We want to offer customizable products, for example, to add a name in OCA mug, for example. We keep a large product catalog with thousands of products, and we want to offer a good user experience on the search engine to select the right product, to find the product according to specific features of the product. So we want to offer fast settings and good search engine on our website. We need an improved design to offer a super user experience to our customer. And in this case, we have in-house front-end developer, some front-end developer available to organize, create, and develop the website. We expect for sure night traffic on this website because we want to sell a lot of products, of OCA products online. And we want to find a solution with an Odoo version agnostic strategy. The idea is to have the possibility to upgrade the ERP Odoo without touch to the website and continue to selling something on the website during after this migration, and vice versa. When we change the website, we doesn't want to touch the center of all data of our company. It's really interesting when we want to sell in multi-channels. For example, I have some shops, physical stores, and I want to continue to sell in the physical store, even if I touch I develop on the website. So we want to have this point on the strategy. And last thing, for security reason, we cannot we cannot expose the ERP online. The idea is to reduce the surface available of the ERP online, so only for security reasons, because all the data of the company are consolidated in the ERP. The conclusion, we should to use another way, and this other way is the Shopinvader API. So Shopinvader, it's an e-commerce stack. Finally, we have the web app. The web app is the front end, the website itself. We can imagine here Nuxt. It's a VueJs framework, but we can do the same thing on Next, PHP, or whatever you want. The idea is just to consume some data from API. So it's the website itself. The website will consume content from netless CMS. Here we use Payload, but we can imagine to use, for example, Strapi. This CMS stores the content of the website, the homepage content, for example, and the website will just consume this content to display the homepage or specific page of the website. The idea is to keep the content completely separately from the front end. We have also a search engine to provide this expected search experience to the customer. So here we use OpenSearch or Elasticsearch. It's used to retrieve products and categories, to display products and category page, to do the fast settings. It's finally used to offer the search engine on the website. So Odoo store all the product and categories available online on the OpenSearch, and OpenSearch is used by the web app to display the product page, category page, search, fast settings, and when our customer will select the right product due to this good search experience, we want to add the product to the cart, and at this time we will interact with Odoo through the Shopinvader modules plugged in Odoo. So these modules add an API to Odoo, and this API is used to do all the e-commerce logic: add a product to the cart, retrieve customer, add retrieve address, create address, do a quotation, for example. So when the customer will add a product to the cart, it will add it in a kind of quotation to the cart in Odoo. So we have all data in Odoo. So we keep it as the master of the data, and we can do all action necessary. All the logic are located in Odoo.
So, the key points of the Shopinvader API, it's that it's a front-end technology agnostic solution. So it means that we in Accretion, Axon, and Camp to Camp, we developed an open source suite of stack of one side you have the API, on the other hand we have the Nuxt and VueJs template. So you have a Nuxt and VueJs template available if you want on GitHub. It's completely open source, but if you prefer another technology like Symfony, Laravel, React, or whatever front-end technology you are used to, or your developers are, you can use it to create your own website with your own shopping flows. So these technologies are more front-end oriented. They are based on web standards that evolve really fast, and we know that front-end technologies, they are like crazy, evolving crazy fast each year. They also have improved performances with cache handling system, with website speed, and they're more easy, or they are easier to use when you want to create a PWA or a progressive web app. Also, the form is completely separated from the content, which is for now the big problem of Odoo website, where the form and the content are together. There is also a security key point and scalability key point, of course, because your ERP is not directly attacked, it's not directly available from the website, so there is less security potential problems. And the API, it's stable between migrations. So we wanted to show you some real-life examples, some of the clients that we were, some of the websites that we worked on this year. So here is Odoo.fr. It's a website selling B2B and B2B products, B2B, B2C products, or to customers, sorry, and for French public administration. So maybe I will start the video that we created and I can explain you. So here is the website. They sell clothing and accessories for police officers, fire workers, and their main clients are the municipalities that manage these agents. So what we developed for this website, and it's a bit specific, it's that they needed the possibility that a manager, somebody from the municipality, can buy different products for different agents. So we created this feature easily with the Shopinvader API in the backend, and we added it on the front end. So here you can see the manager adding 2 different products with different sizes for each of the agents. And you can see the sales order being created. It's a special flow for public administration, so the validation is very specific. And also, you have also the possibility for the agent to order a product that his manager has to approve or refuse. So it's a double flow, and now we'll see the agent connecting on the website and adding a product in the basket, which was, I think, from our perspective, from our experience, would have been really complicated to create on a Odoo website, because this part of even the layout and the screens are in Odoo website are really fixed, and it's more complicated to be modified. So the agent is adding his shoes, and he's been informed that there is a manager that has to approve it. He can also see all the products that he ordered and that are waiting to be approved. And then at the end we can see the last part. It's the manager that goes again on the website and that approves or refuses the order. So this is not the only feature that we did for this website. It was a website that had big needs in terms of marketing. They had a marketing agency that did all the content, the videos, images, so they wanted something specific. And also they have a big catalog, so we had to tune the open search bar in order to push some products before others. And well, it's one of the features that we developed, and I see that we are coming to the end of the time. Up. So maybe we'll skip the last example, and we'll thank the other contributors that you can see here. You can find all the GitHub, all the stack on GitHub/Shopinvader. There is also another talk starting just afterwards with our colleague Sébastien that would explain you how to build everything that you need for Shopinvader with a Docker image. And yes, there is also a website, shopinvader.com. And merci beaucoup. So maybe some questions. Do you have some experience with e-commerce in general? No?
I have a question.
Yeah. Maybe I will repeat it just. Okay. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Oh, you repeat it.
Yeah.
But it's about so for example, the blog post on Odoo, if we use the Shopinvader solution, we don't use the blog in Odoo features and we do it in the CMS part, or how does it work?
Yes. Do you want to answer? So here, all the. So yes, I have to repeat the question. So the question is, where do you put the content of the blog if it's not on the Odoo website? Where is it on Shopinvader? Yeah, did I understand? Good. Okay, so in this stack, there is the CMS. It's on Payload or Strapi. Maybe you heard about Strapi. It's more famous in France. So it's a headless e-commerce, meaning that it's something you have to imagine it like a database in which you will enter your content, your titles, your blog, your sections, your images, and you will arrange it as you wish. And the website is going to, through an API, go to search for the content and display it. So everything it's on the CMS, the content of your blog, as well as your other landing pages. And if ever you wish to change your CMS, for example, because I don't know, Payload doesn't work and they stop being open source, and you wish to keep an open source stack, you can just extract everything in I don't know which format, but in a common format, and integrate it in another headless e-commerce. So you are a bit free of choosing whatever you want. Okay. Some other question or just comments or experiences with e-commerce? No, with.
How do you stay agnostic of the Odoo version? Yes, the question was how do you stay agnostic of the Odoo version? Because I think the data model of Odoo changes a little bit of everything. So yeah.
Yes. So maybe you can answer.
The idea is
The question. Oh, yeah.
the-
Ouais, c'est la one answer.
the idea is to keep an API more stable, because finally it's the bridge between the front end and the Odoo, the backend in our case. So we have to keep the API stable, and all the changes are made on the modules who provide this API. So we can add new feature, for example, but the main idea, the main goal, is to keep it stable, to retrieve the same data, same process in the front end. Even if we change the API, it's finally just an API, so we just have to find the points where the API is called on the front end and do the changes. But the main idea is to keep it stable and do the job of the changes on the Odoo modules.
I think the important point is that this is not the Odoo API. This is the separate API.
It's extra modules.
Which is built in Odoo and then just has to be adapted for the new version. But the front end can have the same API contract in different Odoo versions. The rest is dealt in that API belonging to the stack, no?
Yeah.
And we have to keep in mind that each time we want to add a feature, for example, the feature introduced by Dora on Odoo.fr, we add extra module on Odoo to add new features, and we can use this feature through the API extended with these new possibilities.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a less technical question, but just wondering, like from a product perspective and a user perspective, what's your experience with customers who maybe came from Shopify or other systems? Did you have any experience in migrating them to this stack, and what was the experience? Was the ultimate outcome then even like close to the previous experience, or was it still like, well, it's nice that we're now integrated with an ERP system, but the overall web shop experience is still not state of the art when compared to leading systems like Shopify and stuff?
We have several customers who come from Magento and PrestaShop, but it's the same behavior. And the main difference for the customer is the sales are directly on Odoo. We don't have a lot of synchronization, because the main issue with Magento in our project, it was the synchronization, the stability of the synchronization, especially for catalog product categories, prices. It's a really complex part, because some customers have one price per product per customer, so it's a lot of data. Finally, it's the main problem in these projects was the synchronization and the logical part. And it costs a lot. Each time we want to change the workflow, it costs a lot, because we have to do the same thing, or nearly the same thing, on the Magento. So finally, our customers are really happy about this way to do, because we doesn't have to manage complex synchronization. Finally, the main difference is for marketing teams or webmaster teams, because they have the habit to use some platform, especially Shopify or WooCommerce, and the complex changes is in this point. It's to communicate more about this the advantages of the platform. But it depends finally of the CMS. In this case, for the marketing team, for example, it's the CMS is the most important point to manage the content. So finally, the choice of the CMS is really important. And
yes, and we don't have examples from customers coming from Shopify, but we had some. We exchange ideas with users using or other companies installing Shopify for their customers. And the problem of Shopify, one of the first problems, it's the fact that it's not open source. So it's beautiful from the outside, but when you step inside, you have to pay. So for example, for importing your products, the API, you have to pay also if you want to get a nicer flow. So, and you're blocked with modification. So it's really a nice looking car that inside you're like, you cannot do anything. And I think also depends on the projects, but in our experience we have on this website, Odoo.fr, for example, they came from PrestaShop. So it was PrestaShop website, and the e-commerce feature were not like really crazy because they were stuck with a version for a long time. And then when they started using Odoo, there is already so much stuff to learn in Odoo, and when you understand that you can do everything through Odoo, you continue learning to use Shopinvader through Odoo, and at one point you're just happy that you don't have to switch tools and understand different tools and understand the communication with different tools. You're just in your Odoo instance, which is specific for your business, but you know how to use it. I mean, the company knows how to use it. Okay, thank you. So we have some other examples of website. If you like to see, we have a table upstairs, or if you have an example, a client that is searching for a solution, don't hesitate to ask us a question afterwards, and we'll move forward to leave the place to Sébastien.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dora,